Right now in the studio, we have the fabulous and beautiful Ashley Colis. She's here with us with our good stuff with Ashley. And today we're talking about cyber safety.
Yes.
A little bit overwhelming to talk about.
Overwhelming, yeah.
But important. We can't stick our head in the sand. Our kids are on the computer. They find it very reinforcing in most cases. And we want to make sure that they're as safe as possible.
Right.
So you mentioned a couple of different things, that letting them know that we don't share personal information, but you've got some great tips for us. And you talked about safe browsers.
Right, so safe browsers are a thing that we can use. You can either download a browser from the internet, so you yourself have to make sure that you do your due diligence and look for safe browsers and read reviews, and you'll find a lot in like tech blogs or websites. They'll talk about that type of stuff. You can even write in yourself to someone who has a tech blog and ask them, I'm a parent looking for this.
Okay.
And that's a good, a good resource that you trust. You should try to do that.
I just go into Google and I type in safe browser and it's going to bring things up?
Yeah, I would put for kids or...
Safe browser for kids. Because I have to say, I'm good with technology in that I do what I need to do and that's it. And I don't know anything more than that. And I was trying to look up something. Jem was telling me about this accelerated reader program at school and that I could look up books online. I'm hopeless. And I started to look it up on something and he said, oh, you should really use Mozilla Firefox. Right. And I went, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
And he said it's much better if you use Mozilla Firefox for that one. He said Mozilla is something different. He said like Monzilla or whatever it was. He mispronounced it, but he knew how to get there.
Right.
It was frightening to me.
Yeah, kids know a lot of stuff. That's why I was saying before, we have to know just as much, if not more. We really have to, because the people who are targeting our children know more than we know. Okay. So you have to keep up to date. And schools are doing a good job of educating teachers and putting filters on their computers. Okay. So the safe browser is something that's important. Also getting safe browsers that you can download for your iPads and your devices. Okay. And then also your browser right now, whatever you're using, has custom settings. So looking into that and seeing what the options are from customizing parental controls.
That I have done.
On your TV.
Oh, I haven't done that on the TV.
You can do it on your TV as well. You can block certain channels or certain content. Shows are rated, so you can block anything that's over a certain rating that you don't want your child watching. And then for you to watch, you put in a code usually, and it will unlock those channels. So it's pretty user friendly. All right. So using parental controls and then finding safe browsers that you're comfortable with your kid using. Okay. Also within your device, if you're using an iPad or an iPhone, we can turn restrictions on and off. So whether apps can access our information, like our GPS location, or access your contacts, or access your Facebook, or other things on your device. But you can turn those on and off. And so I have all of mine turned off. Okay. And when I do something in an app that needs to request my information, like I use Yelp a lot. Right. So it will just pop up with a request, like it needs my restrictions changed or needs permission.
I know the in-app purchase one is a very important one if you're going to let your child play a game.
Absolutely.
That you have the in-app purchase turned off.
Right.
Yes.
And when you're buying apps, a lot of them now have this kind of feature that shows you all the safety features they have, whether they have in-app purchases, and there are all these little icons. And this is part of the initiative by the Child Online Privacy Protection Act, I believe, COPA. Okay. And so they're really working hard to keep kids safe. And there are a lot of laws and rules now for people designing apps and what information they can get from users when their product is geared towards children. Yes. So they're being blocked from accessing certain information or being able to store information on the device. So it makes it a lot harder for developers, but it makes it a lot safer for us because the products that we're buying are already kind of, before they're coming into the market, having a bunch of safeguards.
Well, that's good, but we can't just sit back and rely on that.
No, we
because there's
can't.
always going to be holes, and I swear that, you know, these people have nothing better to do than to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to figure out ways around that, to take advantage of our kids.
And they're really quick. So the other thing that we can do, after we've done all these things and the customization and the parental controls and safe browsers, is just educate ourselves and our kids.
Yeah.
There are amazing websites, and the one that I really like is called netsmarts.org.
Okay.
And I sent those links to Emily, so maybe she can put them out for us. That one has a section for parents, a section for educators, a section for law enforcement, and a section for kids.
Wow.
So we can go in and we can search by subject. And
that Emily's got it up on our screen right now, so people can see. It's a great website to go to.
check in on that website and just kind of click around and see what they have. They have workshops, so you can educate yourself, and you can search by topic, and you can read articles. It's a really good website, and it's pretty well organized.
Okay.
And then also, there are safety games. So someone thought it was a good idea to teach our kids through a game about what's safe. And I saw one game that is geared towards what information is safe to give another person in a chat room. And so it's kind of like you have to ID whether or not it's okay or not okay.
I like that.
And it's like timed, and you get points, and it's kind of cool. A cool way of learning. So PBS Kids has really fun games.
Okay.
For teens, I believe that is...
and she's got the website there up on the screen for them.
nsteens.org has ones for teens, because teens are encountering a whole different slew of issues, including cyberbullying.
Yes.
So, you know, the website I mentioned first, NetSmarts, has information about cyberbullying.
Okay.
And that's where we have to be talking to our kids about what's going on and what people are saying to them, and have an open relationship of being honest.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's quite serious and has grown in the media. We're talking about it a lot more.
Yeah.
But just knowing what your kids are doing, and looking if they have a Facebook account, making sure that there aren't inappropriate things going on.